Most marketers waste time digging through scattered feeds, half-read newsletters, and endless bookmarks just to find good enough stories for their newsletters. But what if I had an AI-powered playbook that captures ideas, organizes them automatically, and writes your newsletter so you always press publish? When it comes to using the system on a day-to-day, there are 3 automations that are pulling information and relevant news into our system. This first one relies on an RSS feed, the second one relies on other newsletters, and the third one relies on a news website. So throughout the day, these 3 automations will be running in the background and they'll be capturing relevant news to import into this database over here. And let's say that you liked this piece of news over here, number 142, that talks about how EU is dealing with the legality of shared order blocks. So what you would do in this scenario, you would click over here and rate it a score between 0 stars and 5 stars. When you rate this 5 stars, actually 4 stars or more, this moves on to our second grid view. Now our second view is filtering for all of the news that were published either today or yesterday and have a score of over 3 stars. Now let me just remove one of these filters just to show you exactly what this looks like. You will see that previously we had a few other pieces of news that made it to this grid. And these are going to come down to be the news stories that you want to talk about in your specific newsletter for that given day. Now, when you selected the news that you want to talk about, you now need to write your newsletter. And that's why we have this automation over here. And once this automation runs, it will read the information that is in the database and it will create 2 different drafts to be stored in a Google Drive folder, which looks kind of like this. And as you guys can see, these 2 drafts follow an exact format because this is something that we built for an actual newsletter that exists. So when you're actually building this out for yourself and pretty much adapting these templates, you're just going to need to change some of the prompts to adapt some of these header portions, to include these hyperlinks or not, and to keep this relevant to your business. And if you want to use ChatGPT like a pro, I have a full guide with 12 game-changing features that you probably didn't even know existed. And the way to get access to that is just commenting GPT down below and I'll send it to your inbox completely for free.